5:06 now on Daybreak, and some Western New York high school athletes are worried about how policy changes may affect the way their sport is played, whether or not to allow trans women or men to compete in high school sports. Some argue that there's nothing to worry about, though. Daybreak's Alexander Rios-Melvia met with local athletes and trans advocates who are bringing awareness to the topic that will be on the ballot in November. Good morning, Alex. What can you tell us?
Good morning, Melissa. Proposition 1 New York is also known as New York Equal Rights Amendment. This proposition would harden abortion rights in the state constitution, but also give more protection against discrimination against women and LGBT+ people. Some there, like you mentioned, would pave the way for trans athletes in women's sports. Now, here in Western New York, local high school athletes argue that trans athletes, specifically trans girls and women, have unfair competitive advantages in sports, and that it is necessary to protect children from making transition-related decisions that they may later regret. Others argue measures are discriminatory and pose a particular risk to trans youth.
Treating everybody with the same rules and being fair are two different things. You have to look at safety factors. You have to look at how does it impact the whole.
It's trying to take laws that we already have and not grant more new protections, but simply codify those protections that we already have in other laws.
The proposal asks voters whether they support or oppose adding language to the Constitution that people cannot be denied rights based on their race, color, ethnicity, national origin, age, disability, creed, religion, or sex, including sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, pregnancy outcomes, reproductive health care, and autonomy. A yes vote put these protections against discrimination in the New York State Constitution. A no vote leaves these protections out of the Constitution. But coming up in the next hour, I have more on Proposition 1 and what you should know before heading to the polls in November. Melissa.
Okay, Alex Rios-Melvia reporting.